starting with the front pattern. So this is for the front. I'm just going to be marking the guideline here. So just indicate a guideline that to serve as the shoulder line. So on this guideline, I'm going to be marking my neck width is going to be 3 inches. Then the shoulder divided by 2 plus ½ inch is 8 inches. Then from there, I'm going to be coming down for the slope of 1 inch for the slope, then go up ½ inch for the shoulder seam allowance. At my neck width here, I'm also going to go up ½ inch. Then I will connect my shoulder slope this way, then connect the ½ inch this way. So this will serve as the seam allowance to join it to the back. Right? On the guideline here, I'll place my tape rule. I'll be coming down for my bust. My bust is 10. Then under bust is 14.5. I'll mark it here. Then the half length is 17 inches. That's 16 inches for the half length. Then ½ inch to join it to the flay. Then the remaining ½ inch, I'll cut it out if it is not straight here. If you have been following my video before now, you understand that. So I'll make this into a straight line. From the slope here, I'll be coming down for the chest, and that is 8 inches. Then I'll be marking the midpoint of 4 inches. Then I'll be coming in from here 0.75. I'll use my straight ruler to connect this up this way. Then I'll use my curve ruler to connect it to the chest line this way. So this will serve as our chest line. Now on this chest line here, I'm going to be marking the 8 inches of the shoulder here too, to make it round this way, right? So this is it. Then I'll be marking on this chest line, I'll be marking my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 9.5 inches. I'll mark it there. Then I'll be marking the nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus ½ inch, right, to join the panels together to sew my dart. So that would give us 4.5 inches. My nipple to nipple divided by 2 is 8 plus ½ inch, that's 4.5 inches. I'll mark it too on my bust line. I'll connect it from the bust to the waist. That's it. The dart intake on my waist here, I'm going to be marking 1 inch on both sides. Then I will have the same thing too on my under bust. I'll use a straight ruler to connect it down this way. Then I'll use a curve ruler to connect it down this way. Pay attention to the way I place the curve ruler. So this is it. This midpoint of our armhole, I'm going to go up 1 inch. That's where I want the connection to be. So I'll place my ruler this way, then connect it, the dart apex, straight up this way. So this is it. Then I'm going to be coming down from that 1 inch that I went up. I'm going to be coming down 2.5 inches. Then I'll use a straight ruler to connect it this way. So I'll place my curve ruler this way to connect this. So you can see that I extend this last line up, right? So this line that I extend up from this curve here, remember we came down 2.5, right? So I'm going to be going out 2 inches, right? So this is the 2 inches. Then I'll connect my new armhole. I'll connect it to the chest line this way. So that's it. So now we are going to be marking for the horizontal measurement on this chest line here. Nothing is passing through the dart here. So if this place is not well curved, please place your curve ruler this way to connect this properly, so that you don't have a sharp edge, right? So it doesn't sharp here. So this is it, to come out very nice. So now on our chest, we've already marked our bust circumference divided by 4, which is 9.5 inches. Then I'm going to be marking the side seam allowance plus the 1 inch to join this together. ½ inch here, ½ inch here, that's 1 inch. Then plus my side seam of 1.5 inches, that's 2.5 inches. I'll mark it here this way. Then I'll be coming to the waist. My waist circumference divided by 4 is 8 inches. So I will mark it here. The dart intake here is 2 inches, 1 inch on both sides. That's 2 inches. We'll mark it here. Then plus the 2.5 inches for side seam. I will also mark it here. Then I will block. Now this front pattern is going to be longer than the back pattern with 1 inch, and that 1 inch will serve as my bust dart, right? So my side dart. So at my bust line here, I'm going to be coming down 1 inch. Then at the dart apex here, I'm going to go out 1/2 inch. Then I will connect it with my straight ruler this way. If you don't understand this, please, as you watch, just follow what I'm doing here to understand. So the reason why we do this is because we want the bust area to be really firm, right? So you just want to do this. Sometimes you can remove it at the side here, right? It's fine, but use this method, it will work out perfectly for you. So we'll come back to the neck now. So my neck opening, the neck depth is going to be 3 inches. That's 3 by 3. The keyhole for the neck, I'm just going to be coming down. I will measure down 2 inches, which is here. Then the midpoint of these 2 inches is 1 inch, right? So this midpoint here, I'm going to be going out 1/2 inch this way. Then I'll connect it this way. You can see the way I'm connecting it. So the 1/2 inch, then to this 2 inches. So this is for our keyhole, right? As I've mentioned, it is not on that style, it is not on the style, so you can actually skip this part, but I want this, that's why I put it here. So now we'll cut this out. So we'll be sewing it back this way. So now I'm just going to go ahead to cut this on my fabric. When I want to cut it, then I'll be removing this, so we can just go ahead to remove it. So when I want to cut it on my fabric, I'll cut this part. I will fold my fabric. This part, I'll place it on the folded part, right? So all the seam allowance has been added here. So let's draft for the back. I'll be using this pattern for the back. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be marking for my zip, and I'm going to be making use of 1.5 inches for the zip seam allowance. Then I'll mark the guideline. So this is our shoulder. So our measurement will start from here. So from there, I'm going to be measuring the neck width 3 inches, the shoulder divided by 2 plus 1/2 inch 8 inches. Then I'll be coming down for my slope of 1 inch. Then I'll go up 1/2 inch. Then at the neck width here, I'll also go up 1/2 inch to join it to the shoulder at the front. So that's it. So now I'll be marking for the vertical measurement. The neck depth for the back is going to be 1 inch. I'll mark it here. Then the shoulder to bust is 10. Then shoulder to waist is 16 inches. Remember, for front we make use of 17 inches, but we have already used the front one will be longer than the back one with 1 inch. That's what we have used for the shoulder, for the bust dart for the front, right? So this back now will be 16 inches instead of 17 inches. I'll make this into a straight line. So now from this slope here, I'll be coming down for the chest 8 inches. Then I'll mark the midpoint 4 inches. I'll be coming in 0.75 from there, and I'll connect it. So this will serve as our chest line, this 8 inches here, right? So this is the shoulder line. Then on this chest line, I'll be marking my bust circumference divided by 4, which is 9.5 inches, starting from this zip seam allowance. Then I'll add my side seam allowance of 2.5 inches, the same we'll use for the front. I'll mark it here. Then I'll come to the waist. My waist circumference divided by 4 is 8 inches. I'll mark it here. Then I'll be taking the dart. I will be marking the dart intake of 1 inch that I will be using at the waist area. I'll replace it here too. Then I'll be marking the side seam allowance of 2.5 inches. Then I'll block. So that's it. So now on this line here, I'll be marking my nipple to nipple divided by 2 plus ½ inch. I'll mark it here this way. Then I'll be marking ½ inch on both sides. That's the dart intake we've replaced here. For the front, to make use of armhole princess dart. Guys, this is it. I've already cut it on my fabric. Now for the front, you can see that I also follow this shape to cut out this circle that we have here, right? So this is what I have. I'll open this up. So here is my wording. I've already ironed my wording on it on this other side too. So I'm going to go ahead to sew the dart line the way I'm showing you right now. So just place it the way you are seeing it right now, then and go over to your sewing machine and sew this. I'll do the same thing to the lining, and this is for the back. So for the back, I'm also going to open it up, and I'm also going to join the dart line. I will do the same thing to the lining as well. Please follow the arrangement of your pattern the way you drafted it, right? So just place them to your sewing machine, then sew all of them. So guys, this is it. I've already finished sewing the dart. So turn it to the inside. This is what we have, right? So I've sewn it, then iron it open. This is the lining. So I'll be placing the lining right side face each other this way. I'm not going to use the lining to turn the neck, right? I'm going to be using my bias to turn the neck because of this circle that we have here. I'm going to be using my bias to turn the neck here. So what I will do is that I'm just going to place the lining this way, then I will be sewing the side with ½ inch. So this is my bias. I'm going to be using it to pipe the neck, right? So I'll first pipe this up, this circle first, right? So I'll just place it on the right side. I'll place it after I finish turning it out. I'll place it this way. Then I will going to be sewing it with this 1/4 inch of my bias, right? I will sew it all around. Then after which I'll be turning it, then just pipe it this way, right? So when I finish doing this one, then I will now do the one for the neck. I will do the one for this other side too. Hope that is clear. So this is for the front. This is what we have for the back, right? So I've also joined the dart line. So I'll place my lining on it this way too. I'll place my lining this way. I've already turned the neck with my bias. As I've explained, I've piped this, then later on pipe this, right? So this is it on the wrong side. You can see how neat it is. Then this is for the back. I've also used the lining to turn the neck, right? So I'll be placing the right side face each other this way. So you can see that it is meeting here. So when you place yours and it's not meeting, you have to trim where you have excess on, right? So here, I'm just going to place the right side face each other this way. Then I'm going to be sewing with my side seam allowance on this side, my side seam allowance too on this side. Then I'm also going to join the shoulders, right? So I'm going to use this back to turn the shoulder this way. Then I'll be sewing with ½ inch. I'll do the same thing to this other side. Then I will have it open up this way. So I'll join them, then come back to show you. So guys, I've already finished joining it. This is what I have. So I've also joined the shoulders too. You can see it on the inside, very neat too, right? So I've joined it at the side. So I'm going to spread it up this way. Then I'm going to measure, then I will be measuring this opening here at the down part. So you measure it to the end, right? So here I have 34 inches in total. So that's what I'm going to be using to cut my 360 flay, right? So you really understand how to cut your flay. What I will do is that, let's imagine this is my fabric. So I'll fold it into two, then I'll fold into two again, that's into four, right? So I will have this part here folded and this part here folded, right? So this is how I'm going to fold my fabric. Then the 34 that we have, I will divide it into four. So just place your tape through this way, 34 divided by 4. Here I have 17 divided by 2, then divide it into 2 again, that's into 4. Here I have 8.5, that's the into 4 that we fold our fabric, right? So this 8.5 is what we'll be having as our radius. Hope that is clear. So to get your radius, what we do is they just place your tape rule like this to this other end like this. Then where you get your 8.5, then you mark it. So you just come down, mark it, then rotate it all through, right? Make sure that what you have here is the same what you have here and the middle. Then you now measure the circle round to have your 8.5 inches. Hope that is clear. So you cut it out, then from there you now measure your length, right? Measure your length, that's to cut for your flay. So I'm going to do that, then come back to show you. So guys, after I finish cutting the peplum, I've also torn it with my lining. So this is what I have. I've already attached it to the bodice, right? So I just place the right side face each other, then attach it through the waist area. So this is it. So now I've also gone ahead to fix my zipper. So it is now open and close zipper. So you can just put the zipper this way. So I've also gone ahead to fix my zipper, and this is it on the right side. This is it on the right side. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fix my sleeve, right? So cut the sleeve, then attach my sleeve. So we'll measure this armhole to cut for the sleeve, right? So for the down part, so I'm going to be using this for my to the down part of my skirt, right? So I just want to show you a quick demonstration on what I'm doing here. So this is for the front, folded into two, and this is for the back, also folded into two. And the length of this, I'm going to make use of 26 inches for the length, then added 3 inches extra for the hemming and the down part. So I'm going to cut this out, then cut it on my lining, then I'm going to turn it out. So guys, here is the final result of the dress we just made. Thank you so much for always watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you are yet to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you have learned one or two things, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Remain blessed. I will see you in my next one. Bye.